All living beings are driven by an intrinsic force, the will to power, which compels them to grow, to challenge themselves, and to expand their influence. It is not merely about seeking control over others. Rather, it is the internal drive to evolve, to improve, and to assert one's individuality in the face of conformity. At its core, the will to power is about self-mastery. True strength comes not from external validation, but from an unshakable internal resolve. I warn against the dangers of complacency, herd mentality, and blind obedience to societal norms, urging individuals to break free from mediocrity and forge their own paths. Applying the will to power in the modern world. Overcoming fear and embracing struggle. Modern society has conditioned us to seek comfort and avoid hardship. Yet, Nietzsche reminds us that greatness is born from struggle. The strongest individuals are those who embrace challenges, knowing that adversity is the fuel for transformation. Practical application. Stop seeking the easy route. Choose challenges that force you to grow. Reframe obstacles as opportunities to test your strength. Understand that discomfort is a prerequisite for personal evolution. Developing a warrior mentality. Nietzsche often spoke of the Übermensch, or overman, an individual who has transcended societal conditioning and embodies the full force of their potential. The Übermensch does not succumb to self-doubt or external pressures, but instead creates their own values and meaning in life. Practical application. Cultivate a relentless mindset. Never settle for mediocrity. Create your own values rather than blindly adopting those imposed by society. Set audacious goals that require the highest version of yourself to achieve. Escaping the herd mentality. One of Nietzsche's strongest criticisms was directed at those who follow the crowd without questioning. He saw this as a form of weakness, where individuals surrender their power to the collective and live unexamined lives. Practical application. Think independently. Do not blindly accept mainstream narratives. Surround yourself with critical thinkers who challenge and inspire you. Dare to stand out, even if it makes you unpopular. Transforming pain into power. Nietzsche himself endured immense suffering, yet he turned his pain into profound philosophical insights. He famously stated, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." This principle can be applied to our personal and professional lives. Practical application. When faced with hardship, ask, how can this make me stronger? View failure as feedback, not as defeat. Use past struggles as fuel for your future success. Self-overcoming, the never-ending evolution. Nietzsche believed that life is a continuous process of self-overcoming. The goal is not to reach a final state of success, but to be in a constant state of becoming, always pushing past limitations and evolving into something greater. Practical application. Never stop learning and challenging yourself. Identify areas where you have grown complacent and shake things up. Adopt a mindset of lifelong improvement. There is no final destination. Nietzsche's philosophy on struggle and hardship. Nietzsche famously declared, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." This statement, though often quoted, carries immense depth. Nietzsche saw struggle as a fundamental aspect of life, not something to be avoided, but embraced. He argued that true growth comes from facing challenges head-on, learning from them, and emerging stronger. For Nietzsche, suffering was not merely an unfortunate byproduct of life, but a necessary catalyst for self-overcoming. He believed that individuals who confront difficulties with courage and determination cultivate resilience, wisdom, and inner strength. This is particularly relevant today, in a world where many seek comfort and avoidance of discomfort, rather than seeing hardship as an opportunity for growth. The will to power, harnessing inner strength. One of Nietzsche's most important concepts is the will to power. This idea suggests that human beings are driven by an intrinsic force to grow, dominate, and improve. Unlike the Freudian notion that we are primarily motivated by pleasure, Nietzsche saw the will to power as a drive for self-mastery and self-actualization. From a motivational standpoint, the will to power teaches us that we must take control of our lives, push through obstacles, and continuously strive for excellence. It is not external circumstances that define us, but rather our response to them. Modern self-improvement, from entrepreneurship to physical fitness, echoes this idea. Success comes to those who harness their inner strength and push forward despite difficulties. The Übermensch, becoming the best version of ourselves. Nietzsche's concept of the Übermensch, or Overman, represents the highest potential of humanity. The Übermensch is someone who has transcended societal norms, self-doubt, and limitations to create their own values and path in life. This figure does not shy away from struggle, but rather embraces it as a means of self-overcoming. In today's world, the Übermensch can be seen as an ideal for personal development. Whether in business, academics, or personal growth, those who refuse to be limited by circumstances, who take ownership of their lives, and who constantly strive for excellence embody Nietzsche's vision. This is a call for us to rise above mediocrity, to challenge ourselves daily, and to never settle for less than our full potential. Resisting victimhood and embracing responsibility. Nietzsche was critical of those who saw themselves as perpetual victims. He believed that people who dwell in their suffering without seeking to overcome it remain weak. Instead, he encouraged a mindset of personal responsibility, where individuals recognize that they have the power to change their circumstances. This lesson is particularly relevant in today's culture, where many people feel stuck due to external conditions. Nietzsche's teachings remind us that while we may not control everything that happens to us, we always control how we respond. Those who take ownership of their lives, rather than blaming external factors, are the ones who rise above hardship and find success. Practical applications of Nietzsche's teachings. How can we apply Nietzsche's philosophy in our daily lives? Embrace discomfort. Growth does not come from ease, but from challenge. Instead of avoiding difficulties, seek them out as opportunities for personal development. Develop a warrior mindset. See yourself as someone who thrives in adversity. Train your mind to see struggle as a necessary path to greatness. Cultivate self-discipline. Nietzsche valued self-mastery. Set goals, push past distractions, and remain committed to your vision. Reject victimhood. Take full responsibility for your life. Do not dwell on past hardships. Use them as fuel to propel you forward. Create your own values. Don't simply conform to societal expectations. Define success on your own terms and pursue it relentlessly, seizing your power and shaping your destiny. Nietzsche's will to power is more than just a philosophical concept. It is a call to action for those who refuse to settle for an average existence. In a world that promotes comfort and conformity, those who embrace Nietzsche's philosophy will stand apart as the visionaries, the leaders, the creators. The question is, will you answer the call? Will you challenge yourself to rise above the crowd, to embrace struggle, and to cultivate the unbreakable will required to shape your destiny? If the answer is yes, then commit to living with intention, seeking greatness, and refusing to be anything less than the highest version of yourself. As Nietzsche would say, become who you are. Friedrich Nietzsche's teachings offer a powerful roadmap for overcoming hardship and struggle. His philosophy encourages us to embrace suffering as a means of growth, harness our inner strength, and take full responsibility for our destinies. In a world filled with challenges, Nietzsche's wisdom serves as a beacon of resilience, urging us to rise above difficulties and become the strongest versions of ourselves. So, as we leave here today, let us remember, we are not victims of circumstance. We are warriors of our own destiny. Hardship is not an obstacle. It is the forge that shapes us into greatness. And if we embrace the struggle, we too can become the Übermensch, the highest expression of human potential. Final thought. If you take only one lesson from this philosophy, let it be this: your power lies within you. It is not given by society. It is not dictated by your circumstances. It is something you must cultivate, refine, and unleash upon the world. Step into your power and become the force that shapes your reality. We are Indeceptor.